IELTS Listening. Section 1. You will hear a telephone conversation between a customer and a clerk of a fair on sustainable living solutions. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 6. Now, we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording the second time. Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 6.
Good morning, Fare Booking Office. Jason speaking. Can I help you?
Is that the booking office for the Fair on Sustainable Living Solutions?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct. How can I help you?
Well, I'm planning to attend the fair and I'd just like to check a few details if that's okay.
Yes, sure.
Okay. I understand the fair opens on the first Monday of next month, and the preview is on Sunday.
Yes, that's right. There is a preview on Sunday, but the fair's not open to the general public on that day. But for the rest of the week, it is.
Okay, I see. That's fine. I've got 2 complimentary day passes. Can you tell me if I can use them on any day?
Well, I'm not sure if there are any restrictions. Let's see. Yes, here we are.
Yes?
You can use them on any day, including the preview day, except Friday. But you need to sign up for the workshops and seminars you want to attend in advance.
Oh, I see. I haven't decided which workshops or seminars to attend yet.
Well, Friday you can't attend any with the passes you have, and Wednesday they're already completely booked. I think the other days will book up fairly quickly now, as there's a lot of interest from the general public and industry professionals.
You mean I won't be able to attend any workshops on Friday even with my free pass?
I'm afraid not. It's better to register for the other days now.
Okay, I suppose. I'll attend all the seminars on Monday and Thursday. Do you need my name?
No, I just need to take your reference number from the day passes. Your name will come up with the number. It'll be the same number on each one. I'll register one for Monday and one for Thursday, and then when you use one, it'll automatically cancel.
Okay, the number is SL9288.
88. Thank you, I've got that.
What about services like places to eat and so on?
Oh, there are 10 restaurants in all.
That's a lot.
There'll be lots of people. There are 4 sandwich bars, and the others are different types of dining areas around the fair. Some local restaurants will be there doing special promotions at the fair itself, so you won't go hungry.
Is there somewhere nice to stay nearby?
Oh, yes. There are rooms at the nearby halls of residence, which are part of the university. They're just across the road from here.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 7 to 10. Now, listen and answer questions 7 to 10.
Is there somewhere nice to stay nearby?
Oh, yes. There are rooms at the nearby halls of residence, which are part of the university. They're just across the road from here.
Can you give me an idea of the pricing for accommodation?
We have 2 options. For a budget-friendly stay, There are single rooms in the university dorms for $85 a night, including breakfast in their cafeteria. Or, if you'd prefer a hotel feel, there are some lovely family-run hotels nearby. Those typically range from around $100 to $130 per night, depending on what you're looking for.
Great. What about getting there? How easy is it to get around with public transportation?
No problem at all. We're very well located, about a 20-minute walk at most from the train and bus station, and about 40 minutes from the airport. There are lots of buses. The best one, which stops just by the main entrance, is Bus 50. No, sorry, it's Bus 20. I keep getting them mixed up. You want the bus going in the direction of Greenfields. The buses run every 15 minutes and you catch it from Stop Central close to the station.
Buses, huh? That's convenient. How much does it cost?
A single ride is only $3.75, but if you plan on being here for a while, you can grab a weekly pass for just $18.
That's good to know. How long does the bus ride typically take?
It's usually around 15 minutes, but keep in mind that traffic can be unpredictable.
Interesting. Are there any other options?
Definitely. We also have a river bus service. Route B takes you straight to the harbor, and it runs every 25 minutes. You can catch it down on the riverfront, which is just a 10-minute walk from the station.
A river bus. Sounds scenic. Is it more expensive?
Not too much. It's $5.50 for a single ride, and they don't offer weekly passes. But the upside is, the journey only takes about 7 minutes and might be a more relaxing way to get here.
Relaxing, huh? And what about taxis, just in case?
Taxis are also available, of course. You can expect to pay a maximum fare of around $25.
Great. That gives me a good idea of what's available. Thanks for your help.
Section 2. You will hear a radio program about a new community sports initiative. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 17. Now listen and answer questions 11 to 17.
Welcome to Radio Hope on this sunny Sunday morning. This is Charlotte Carter, your host for today's show, Sports Spotlight. We have an exciting program lined up for you today.
Thank you, Charlotte. I'm thrilled to be here.
I've got Mark Lawson, the head coach of the city's youth sports program, and we'll be discussing the new community sports initiative that's been making waves lately.
Yes, indeed. The initiative launched last weekend in collaboration with several local schools and community centers, and it's already generating a lot of buzz on social media.
I've seen some criticism online about the cost of the project. What's your take on that?
There has been some debate, but many people are also saying that the sports facilities should be made permanent, which could encourage more families to engage in physical activities. Attendance at our local sports centers has increased significantly since the initiative started. Another point raised by the community is the inclusion of local coaches who can offer their expertise, which is a valid suggestion.
Do you think the initiative will meet its goals?
Absolutely. The initiative has two main objectives: to promote physical fitness among youth and to foster community spirit through sports. We've seen a rise in participation rates and more people are coming together, which is a positive sign. However, it's early days and long-term success will depend on sustained engagement and support.
What are your thoughts on making all local sports facilities free of charge?
This is a hot topic right now. Many believe that fees deter people from using these facilities, particularly families with tight budgets. From a recent survey on our website, about 70% of respondents supported free access, 15% were opposed, and the rest were undecided.
Are there any concerns about removing these charges?
One major concern is funding. These facilities rely on government subsidies and entrance fees. If we remove the fees, we need to ensure that government funding will cover the shortfall to maintain and improve the facilities.
Before you hear the rest of the radio program, you have some time to look at questions 18 to 20. Now listen and answer questions 18 to 20.
Now, as many of you know, we've been planning some live broadcasts for a while, and today we're thrilled to have 2 reporters out in the community. We believe this initiative is crucial, and we want to get public feedback. Our first reporter, Emma Blake, is outside the main community sports center. She'll be talking to locals about their thoughts on the initiative and the idea of free access to sports facilities. Emma will be gathering opinions from a variety of people, including parents, young athletes, and community leaders, to provide a comprehensive overview of how this initiative is being received. She will also be speaking with some of the coaches and staff at the sports center to get their perspective on the increased attendance and what it means for the future of local sports. To ensure we gather a diverse range of opinions, we have another reporter, Tom Harris, stationed at the entrance of the largest shopping mall in the city. Tom will be engaging with shoppers and visitors to the mall, asking them about their awareness of the initiative and whether they believe making sports facilities free of charge is a good idea. This location is ideal for capturing the views of a wide cross-section of the public, from teenagers to senior citizens, as well as those who might not typically visit the sports centers but could benefit from the new programs. Tom will also be talking to mall employees and business owners to understand if there has been any noticeable impact on local commerce due to increased community activities. So, if you're out and about, feel free to share your views with them. We'll be starting the live broadcast in 15 minutes at 12:45 after we cover some other items on today's agenda. This is your chance to make your voice heard and contribute to the discussion on how we can improve our community through sports and physical activities.
Section 3. You will hear a student called Emily talking to a professor about writing a letter of recommendation. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 25. Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 25.
Hello, Professor. I'm Emily Adams. I'm applying for a job at Green Tech Industries, and I need a letter of recommendation. My tutor suggested you might be able to help me with it.
Yes, I got your request. Come in and tell me about it. What sort of job is it?
Well, it's a position in their research and development department, focusing on sustainable technologies.
I see. And are there any specific requirements for the recommendation letter? Does it need to highlight any particular skills?
Actually, they emphasize leadership skills and innovative thinking. They want someone who can lead a team and come up with new ideas.
That sounds demanding. And what made you apply for this job?
Well, I'm very passionate about sustainability and innovation. Green Tech Industries is a leader in this field, and I believe I can contribute significantly to their projects.
It's a good fit. I see you've listed your achievements and projects. Why did you choose to highlight those?
Basically, because they demonstrate my ability to work on complex problems and develop innovative solutions.
And there's a team project mentioned. Is that just to show your teamwork skills?
Actually, it plays a crucial role. It shows my ability to lead a team and collaborate effectively.
So it's really about demonstrating leadership.
That's right.
It's a strong portfolio. But what makes it stand out?
Well, I decided to focus on my project that won an international award for innovation in sustainable technology.
How did you achieve that?
The idea was to develop a solar-powered water purification system that is both affordable and efficient.
Sounds like a great achievement. Your project will certainly impress them. So what happens next with your application?
Well, after submitting the recommendation letter, there will be an interview process.
It sounds like you've prepared thoroughly. So what do you need from me?
Actually, that's where I need your help. I want the recommendation letter to be compelling and reflect my strengths accurately.
Before you hear the rest of the discussion, you have some time to look at questions 26 to 30. Now listen and answer questions 26 to 30.
Now you seem to have covered everything, so what exactly did you need me to help you with?
Well, the job application is in its final stage, and I need to submit the recommendation letter soon. I was hoping you could help me draft it.
Right. That should be manageable. What have you managed to prepare so far?
Well, I've written a draft, outlining my achievements and skills.
I see. Well, if you want to make a strong impression, the letter should be concise and highlight your most relevant experiences.
Yes, I thought about that, but I'm having a few challenges.
What's the main difficulty so far? Let me guess, is it the wording?
Yes, I want it to be professional and impactful, but I'm struggling with how to phrase it effectively.
Letters like this are very significant for your career. So why don't you work with the university's writing center? I can review your draft after that if you like.
That would be fantastic.
You'd better show me the draft you've written as well. For a job of this importance, you need to make sure the details are precise and impressive.
That would be very helpful.
Is there anything else I can assist with?
Well, I'm really anxious about the whole process.
Section 4. You will hear a university lecture about the Aboriginal people of Australia. First, you have some time to look at questions 31 to 40. Now listen carefully and answer questions 31 to 40.
Today, we continue our series on Indigenous cultures with a look at the Aboriginal people of Australia. The Aboriginal people are the original inhabitants of Australia, with a history that stretches back over 65,000 years. They are one of the world's oldest continuous cultures, with rich traditions and a deep connection to the land. Aboriginal culture is diverse, with over 250 distinct language groups and numerous cultural practices. Despite this diversity, there are common themes that run through many Aboriginal cultures, such as the importance of family, the land, and the spiritual world. One of the most significant aspects of Aboriginal culture is the dream time, or dreaming, which is the foundation of their spiritual beliefs and practices. The dream time refers to the time when ancestral spirits created the world and established the laws that govern human and non-human life. These stories are passed down through generations and are expressed through art, dance, music, and storytelling. Aboriginal art is renowned worldwide for its unique styles and techniques. Traditional Aboriginal art often uses dot painting, cross-hatching, and natural pigments to depict the stories of the dream time and the natural world. These artworks are not just aesthetic, they are a means of communication and a way to preserve cultural knowledge. The land is central to Aboriginal identity and spirituality. Aboriginal people have a profound connection to their ancestral lands, which they see as a living entity that must be respected and cared for. This connection is reflected in their land management practices, which are based on sustainable use and conservation. Traditional Aboriginal society is organized into kinship systems, which define social roles, responsibilities, and relationships. These systems are complex and vary between different groups, but they generally include rules for marriage, inheritance, and social conduct. Elders play a crucial role in maintaining these systems and passing on cultural knowledge. Unfortunately, the arrival of European settlers in the 18th century had a devastating impact on Aboriginal communities. Colonization led to widespread displacement, loss of land, and a breakdown of traditional ways of life. Many Aboriginal people were subjected to violence, disease, and policies of assimilation that aimed to eradicate their culture. Despite these challenges, Aboriginal people have shown remarkable resilience. Today, there is a growing movement to recognize and celebrate Aboriginal culture, and to address the injustices of the past. Land rights and native title have become important issues, with many Aboriginal groups successfully reclaiming their ancestral lands. Efforts are also being made to preserve and revive Aboriginal languages, many of which are endangered. Language is a key part of cultural identity, and revitalizing these languages is seen as essential for the survival of Aboriginal culture. In conclusion, the Aboriginal people of Australia have a rich and diverse cultural heritage that continues to thrive despite the challenges they have faced. Their deep connection to the land, the dream time, and their strong sense of community are central to their identity and resilience.